Good morning. Hi there. It is Wednesday. Yay. Okay, we're going live here. Here we are going live. In 3, 2, 1, bam. Good morning. It's Wednesday, another Wednesday. I'm really excited to be here with you. It is a beautiful morning, a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I am excitedly continuing to ring in the new year. We're only on the first full week of the year, and I am getting started a little bit late because I was in my office at the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery, and what I'm going to do today probably would be better done outside than inside. So I thought, why am I inside? And so I came out here. I got a little bit frazzled, and here I am. So happy Hump Day. I'm Valerie Shepard. As I said, I'm coming to you from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. Self-mastery defined as mastering you in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way, which some days may be the best laid plans, not exactly setting you up for the success that you deserve and that you desire. So in that case, I hope that you shift gears quickly and get on track to what you really, really want. So forgive me for being a couple minutes slower than normal. So here's what we're talking about today. I said in the little preview, we're talking about the flight of the phoenix. This is a really powerful time for each of us when we're starting a new cycle, new chapter in a new year. And so last week we talked about how do you really have a new year? Part of it is releasing the old. And so I want to continue with that whole idea of release being a part of setting up the new. It's very difficult when you have a full container to add more without taking something away. So what we're talking about in these first few weeks of the year are how do you create that for yourself? Like how do you set yourself up for the best place possible to move forward? You might have to let go of some things that are keeping your cup so full that new cannot come in, whether that's new health and healing, new prosperity, new relationships, or a really powerful one for all of us, new ideas, new flexibility, new creativity, new imagination, new thinking, new breathing, new walking, new dancing. So today's topic is the flight of the phoenix. And the phoenix that I'm talking about is you. So the phoenix is a somewhat mythical creature. It's an animal totem. And through history and spirituality is considered the keeper of the fire in all creation. So it is a fire animal. It represents transformation, death, and also rebirth. Isn't that cool? One animal that represents death, the transformation from death to aliveness again, the rebirth, the renaissance. En français, that's my middle name, Renee, comes from the idea of renaissance. So as a powerful spiritual thing, totem, the phoenix is a really great symbol for strength, for renewal, for powering through, for empowering the self. And there's some really beautiful artistic, creative images of phoenixes online. So I encourage you to grab one as you think about where to go with this ceremony that we're going to do today. So I love this quote from Carl Sagan: stars are phoenixes rising from their own ashes. And I like this quote from me too. Sometimes you have to have little deaths, like the little deaths that you choose to create as a part of how you live fully. You live your most full, magnificent life. Sometimes the death that you choose to create in that experience, those deaths are what give you rise to your stronger, wiser, happier, more full, more whole you. So I really encourage and invite you, choose some deaths as a way of allowing yourself to live more fully, more expressed, more like choose to add your own little deaths in there to make it even more possible, to give your container the space for renewal. So what I cover in my book and I do with my clients, and what I'd love to do with you, is called a burning bowl ceremony. We're going to do an abbreviated one. The burning bowl is a release ritual. I cover several release rituals in Living Happy to Be Me, Dancing Your Soul Light Style in step 2, which is the release step. So there are several other rituals there, but the burning bowl is one of a very powerful spiritual one that I love. It is also, we're talking about phoenixes because the burning bowl is known through different cultures as the Phoenix ceremony. It's one of I talk about it in the book, being a rite of renewal. It's performed in many churches in the United States, New Thought churches, and it's a ritual that people routinely and frequently use to release some kind of negativity or, old stuff that isn't serving them anymore, and ask for a positive replacement, or emphatically declare a positive replacement. So you can use it to release any kind of old pattern, beliefs, emotions, experience. It's like you're saying to yourself, I really want to do this. And you're going to mark it in a ritualistic way to remind yourself and to anchor on the energy of that was then, and now I'm letting that go, and I'm creating something in the new. So for today's Happy Chat, it's all about how does happiness exist when we have got a container full of things that are not really serving us. So here's the way it goes. Okay. You release the unwanted and you put a replacement. So the first thing you do, there are 4 steps to this. The first thing you do is write what you want to release on a piece of paper. So I've already written mine because I've been giving it some thought. So there's 2 things that I'm noticing about the way I'm doing life in the last couple days, couple weeks, that I don't think are serving me. And remember that it can be cyclical, right? Even though we know I don't want to do that, there can be a period of time where it's in, and then it's out, and then it's in. And so this is just an ongoing dance, the dance of being more happy and whole and more free in your life. So for me, on my piece of paper, I've written judging self. So like looking at the things I'm doing. Hi there, people joining me. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your presence. Thank you. So judging self, judging others. I've been doing that a little bit. The holidays, spending time with family, friends. We're probably out more. I'll talk specifically about myself. I was doing a lot more than I thought I was going to be doing. My schedule, I was more scheduled, and there were a lot of planes and drives, and my body doesn't really feel good when I'm driving, so that puts a lot of stress. I feel resistance. And so I was judging myself, judging others, judging situations, and I put judging self twice because I feel I've been doing that a lot. And then I also have down here low motivation. Like, I feel like I'm waiting sometimes when maybe I don't need to be waiting. And what am I waiting for? That's another exploration. What are you waiting for? Inaction and a little bit of resistance, just a little pushback from me and pushing back on the way things are, which doesn't necessarily change anything. It just fills my body with resistance. And in this, post brain hemorrhage body, there's already plenty of spasticity. I don't need to be adding my own resistance. So these are mine. So then you get a container, and I just use an old metal flower pot. And then this has some stuff to hold the burning piece of paper. When I'm at the beach, it's sand. When I'm in a garden, it's dirt. On my deck, it's mulch that used to have an orchid in it. So you take the things that you want to release and you see yourself releasing them. You forgive them, forgive the self for allowing them to be in your space, a part of who you are. Forgiving voice and breath and energy to them. Forgive them, forgive the situations, forgive the others involved, forgive the self. And then you burn it. So we're going to light the match and we're going to fully experience this. We hope. Maybe I should have a lighter. Did it. Oh, stay lit. Oh, maybe not. We'll try one more time. I have a feeling these are old matches. What a dance. And it's my right hand, so I haven't learned how to do matches with my left hand yet. Come on, right. Got it. Hang in there, baby. Okay, so then you burn your piece of paper. Well, that lit pretty quickly. You put it in the bowl. You allow it to burn. While it's burning, this is believed to create a concrete representation of the negativity of whatever that is, what's not serving you, wafting into smoke. See it, right? So it's turning into smoke and being released. It's being released to the divine. So you watch the paper burn completely. And as you do, you feel any inner remnants of the ideas that are on the paper, that which is not serving you. Feel it burn within you. Feel it dissolving into ash within you, in your psyche, in your space. Is it still burning? Oh, it went out. I'm not going to light it again, but you kind of get the idea, okay? If we were doing a full-blown ceremony, you would relight it, you would watch it burn, and you would imagine whatever that is deep inside you. Last week we talked about the iceberg below the surface. So this could be some real subconscious muck and yuck. Whatever it is, you imagine that as the paper is burning, it is burning off inside of you. That's the concrete representation. Imagine it dissolving into ash. Feel the grip of this once concrete thing, now ashes, the grip releasing as the ash is born. As the smoke wafts away, as the ashes can blow away, or they move more quickly, right? They release you. And so you say, as this concrete representation of that which is no longer serving you is being burned, released, then you hold in your space. So it's really important for the replacement, right? The universe abhors a vacuum. The universe wants to fill a vacuum. So rather than have your old stuff come back in and refill the vacuum, this is step 3 in the 4-step living happy to be me process. You've got to fill that vacuum with what you want. Many people focus very much on releasing what they don't want, and they put too much energy staying there constantly on, I don't want this, I don't want this, why am I still doing this? No, the real creation power rising from the ashes is to focus on what you want in its place, a replacement, okay? So as you're departing this part of the ceremony, the burning, you say to yourself such words as, I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. For me, I would say I'm totally harmonious with all in my world, including myself. I release myself from this judgment, and I accept and allow and receive all that I am being at all times in forgiveness and love. And I see myself as fully motivated, fully actualized, fully empowered, fully strong, fully expressed in that which I am bringing into the world and my contribution to my own life and to the lives of those I am committed to serving. And then you might say something like, I move on. The past is gone forever. I now step boldly into my new future as I create it. You might say, I fully and freely forgive, mentioning the person or the situation. I loose him or let her go. She is free. I am free. Like, you create it the way you want to, the way it serves you. But the important thing is that you remember the burning is the release, and you also must do the replacement part, the creation of what it is that you want. Focus your attention on what you want to create in your life as a new replacement state. You write those down on a new piece of paper, meditate on them, hold them in sacred space. So I do meditation on them. I also teach a divine manifestation process called the intention process, which I will do with us as well. And that's the burning bowl. So you notice it can take a few minutes. It doesn't have to be a long ceremony. You can do it with a flower pot on your deck. You don't have to go somewhere. And if you don't have smoke detectors right above you, because that was a lot of smoke, I think my smoke detectors would have gone off. You could do them in your kitchen. If you've got a stainless steel sink, just turn on the water, put the fire out, do your replacements, and move on with your day. So what I want to say is that, I'm doing this ritual because I love doing it at the beginning of the year to set the stage for what's being created. You can do it like I did. I just noticed I'm doing something that's not serving me. You can create it in the moment. In the moment. You can do it anywhere, anytime, anyhow. It's just the way that you release you from the past, from the old that's not serving you, and step more boldly into that which you really want. That's it. One other thing I will say, I like to do my own variations on rituals. So while pieces and parts may be from a tried and true practice, I like to add my own things. So sometimes I go to full moon drumming circles, and I do the burning bowl as a part of being with hundreds of other people, dancing and laughing and playing at the beach. The whole idea here is that you create it the way you will benefit the most from it. And I just want to let you know, as the lawn people start up outside, hilarious. This is one of the reasons I'm not often outside. But I just want to let you know, next week, next Thursday, the 17th, is my Happier Camper Master Class. It's really affordable. It's awesome. It will be awesome. You'll get to talk live and interact. We'll do a little teaching. I'll do a little laughing, do a little meditation, and support you to be a happier camper as you travel through the journey of your life. I would love for you to join me. Many blessings. Thank you for being on the Hump Day Happy Chat. I'm getting some lawn work done. See you next week. Bye. Hilarious.